In this video, we got a gameplay on the new Amethyst Chris Webber in NBA 2K24 Myteam. He looks to be one of the best bigs, if not the best big currently in the game. He's going to be a power forward center, only 6'10", but honestly running small ball this year at the start is actually really effective. To have a 6'10" power forward center in Chris Webber who can shoot the three ball very well with a 73 ball and a knockdown jump shot. But the main thing about Webber is going to be his speed and his athleticism. The fact that he's got 81 speed and 81 acceleration, he's going to dominate all the other slow centers in the game if you were to run him at the center position. The card that he really reminds me of from 2K23 is, if you guys remember that Pink Diamond Blake that was in the game, Blake Griffin at the start, that Pink Diamond from the Shades of set, where you could run him at the center spot and he was just so fast and so much more athletic and quicker than all the other centers in the game, and he was still a solid defender and can knock down the three. So that reminds me a lot of this Chris Webber card. He's got 3 Hall of Fame badges, including Fearless Finisher, Post-Bank Technician, and Rebound Chaser, and then he's also got 7 on gold, 8 on silver, and 13 on bronze. So a really good looking card overall. I think he's going to be a top tier power forward and center in the game for a while, just because of his speed and his athleticism. I want to check out his jump shot though, see how consistent his release is. Only has, like I said, a 73 ball. I think it was somewhere in the 70s, right? Now his jump shot does feel a little bit slower compared to some of the other releases in the game, but I mean, you don't really need him as your center to be knocking down tons and tons of threes. All you really want is if he's open in the pick and pop or just open at the 3-point line, that he can knock down somewhat consistently, and that's looking like what he can do so far. I mean, speed wise, he's not going to be so great ball handling, but without the ball in his hands, he's actually going to be a really quick center. He can take people off the dribble. He can backdoor cut probably, past centers really easily. So I'm gonna run him at the center position in this gameplay. But now let's go green 1 more 3 and let's get on to the Amethyst Chris Webber gameplay. Into the Clutch Time online game here with the Amethyst Chris Webber. My opponent does have a really good looking squad so far in my team, but a great defensive possession, and my opponent able to green with Jack Sigma in the corner. It's going to be a tough gameplay here for Chris Webber. We unfortunately didn't match up against a really slow center. I was hoping for like a slower center that we could just completely cook, in the pick and roll. I mean, Jack Sigma's not the fastest center in the game, but he's definitely not the slowest. So we're trying to create some space. Not the best look there. I mean, we were wide open, just kind of tough off that walk back animation. Yeah, gotta play some good defense here. He's gonna try to pull up and we're on them boards. And the thing about Chris Webber is he is still going to be such a good defender and a really good rebounder. Like, he's not going to get outboarded and out rebounded really too many times, but just that speed, able to get in and behind defenders, I feel like is gonna make this Chris Webber card the best center in the game currently, until we most likely get Diamond Shaq. Because once we get Diamond Shaq, then yeah, you probably don't want to have Chris Webber at center, and that's when he'll most likely move to like the power forward position. And that's the nice thing about Webber, just like Blake from last year, like I was mentioning, as soon as he gets outdated at the center position and there's too many tall centers in the game, or too many tall centers, then you can just slide him over to the power forward spot. As we missed that wide open 3, our wide open mid range, we got to be able to knock that down. But yeah, the nice thing is that if your Chris Webber gets undersized at center and outclassed, you can legit just move him to the power forward spot, and he's still going to be really, really tall. And good defense from Chris Webber, able to get that block, trying to repay the defense, seeing him out here running in transition. Look at the speed from your center, able to get to the basket. And that's just what I love about this Chris Webber card. So quick with the ball in his hands, so quick just getting in and behind defenders. If you match up against a slow center, it's going to be almost impossible for them to stop your Chris Webber card. Now to take a look at his free throw release, actually pretty solid. I mean, for a center card or a power forward card, really not that bad of a free throw release. I mean, I suck at timing free throws in general, and it seems like it's really hard to green free throws this year. So he's able to knock down both those. We got 4 points, 1 rebound, and also 1 block so far in this clutch time game. So pretty happy with the start so far. Want to play some better defense, get some more stops, knock down maybe a 3 or 2, just to really see what that jump shot's looking like. As we're gonna have to live and die with the Jack Sigma 3 ball. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like that's going to have to be our defense, because he's got that easy, pass inside to Giannis. But good help defense from Chris Webber. Got to try to get back here on Giannis. Going to force him out of bounds. I'm telling you guys, he's a really good defender on the interior. He's able to contest shots. He's able to rebound. He can wall up against most other centers in the game. Now, if you were to match up against like a Wemby or a Porzingis, yeah, you're going to get mashed on the inside. But he is so much faster than those cards that he is going to dominate them, when we have the ball. Like when you're on offense, he's going to absolutely dominate, you know, with his speed, getting in and around like a Wemby or a Kristaps, or just even like a LaMarcus Aldridge, a slower center or a slower power forward. And the nice thing is he also does have rim badge, which is super good for defense, you know, always in my team. People are gonna have to switch to keep up with this card. And then you got an easy, maybe not an easy pass back out, but look at him on the rebounds. Probably should have came down with the board and then looked to gone back up. But yeah, he could even like switch on to like a guard and still play somewhat good defense. I mean, he's not going to be an elite level perimeter defender, but the fact that he can, if he has to, like switch on to a guard and play good defense, I think is also going to make him super valuable. But yeah, great defense on this possession. Trying to play wall up defense here against Giannis. We give him too much space. What am I doing? I gave him way too much space there with Jack Sigma. There's not a great defensive possession there at the end, but a good start, you know, for Chris Webber in this gameplay. I do want to find him here with some space and see what his jump shot's looking like. Little step back, mid-range, can't knock it down. Wait, is that rim badge or is that rebounding take? I can't exactly tell. I thought it was rim badge, but now it's looking like it's the rebounding take because I was able to see where that rebound goes. So a little bit confusing there, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sure, maybe they changed how the rim badge works. It looks like rim badge though, I'm not gonna lie. But trying to find Chris Webber here with some space. I mean, Giannis is a really tough defender, I'm not gonna lie, but Chris Webber, you get him some room, he can knock down those threes. It's maybe not the most consistent jump shot in the world. He's not going to be a card you want to be shooting tons of threes with in unlimited and clutch time and in the online game modes, but it's a jump shot and a card you can 100% green with, you know, very consistently. And this is what I like about Chris Webber, that defense on the interior, able to guard cards like Jack Sigma, LaMarcus Aldridge, you know, most of the better centers you'll see in unlimited. He's able to guard and stay with all of those cards. And you can see how my opponent put Giannis on Chris Webber because of his speed and the fact that he knows if he has Jack Sigma on this Chris Webber card, he's not gonna be able to stay in front of him, but Giannis has a better chance because of his size, speed, and athleticism. But we can see right there, I mean, just getting to the basket with ease. Like, this card's just so fast. He gets crazy burst animation for a center card. Great defense there, able to get a contest. Trying to find Chris Webber out there running in transition, and he also gets great standing dunk animations underneath the basket. I'm liking Chris Webber a lot. I mean, Tatum and Clay are probably more fun, you know, of the 3 Amethyst locking cards from the 2K day set. Those cards are obviously going to be a lot more exciting and a lot more fun to use, but I think Chris Webber is just, or maybe even more impactful than those specific cards because of, you know, him being the only real good center in the game currently, you know, having that huge speed advantage. I think it's going to make him low-key one of the best cards in the game, impactfully wise. I mean, maybe not the most fun card in the game to use, but the fact that he can guard most other centers, he's going to be unguardable on offense against the slower centers, so he can shoot the 3-ball, he can rebound, he can defend. I think he's going to have a lot of value. Once again, just like I've talked about in my Clay and my Tatum gameplays, are these cards worth it for over 250k? That's where I'm not 100% sure. I'm not sure if that's really worth it, but I will say these cards are really good, as we do get, I think, a contest there, 9% covered, and we are going to look to probably win this game. You know, great defensive possession there. I mean, I think he's got like 1 or 2 blocks. I mean, this free throw release is not bad, I'm not gonna lie. He's got 14 points, 3 rebounds, I think 1 or 2 blocks. He's had a couple good, you know, contests, able to recover. And that's the thing I like about this card, his speed, his mobility, his quickness. He can move laterally. He feels really fast for a center card. And like I said, if you don't like running small ball, you can run him at power forward. He's got the speed, he can knock down threes, he can stretch the floor. That you can still run him there if you want to. You don't have to run him at the center position. I just think he's going to be a better center right now in the game compared to the power forward position. But yeah, all around, great game there from Chris Webber. 15 points, 3 boards, 1 block, and a really efficient overall game. He's not going to score crazy amounts of points. He's not going to do anything too crazy, but all around, I think Chris Webber, one of the best cards in my team. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the gameplay, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.